What's up guys, it's CS Hans here. We're back with a brand new and exciting video. And in today's video, we're doing the Haunted Forest build video part 3. Let's jump right into it. Yes guys, this is Haunted Build Forest, wait, no, that's not right. Haunted Forest build video part 3. Yeah, if you haven't seen the first two parts, part 1 and part 2, I did that in there first. I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever. If you haven't seen those videos, go watch them because you don't want to miss out. But go watch them and come back to this video. But anyways, yeah. So today is a big day. It is the 23rd of October. So Halloween is in 8 days, but we are doing trick-or-treating on the 30th. My neighborhood doesn't like doing Halloween, like trick-or-treating on a Friday. So they moved it to Thursday, which is the 30th. We're on crunch time. We're getting stuff done very fast every day. And it's not bad weather today, actually. It's a little cold, but it's pretty nice, not super windy. So we're getting a lot of stuff done. And I gotta have a whole system of setting stuff up. I have like 3 levels of props. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is stuff that I can set up right now, and it doesn't matter if they're out in the rain or wind, it's fine. Level 2 is stuff that is easier to set up, but should probably get set up after level 1 stuff because I don't want it to get destroyed. And level 3 is like last minute stuff you put up like day or two before they actually go through the Haunted Forest. So yeah, I'll show you that actually real quick. Yeah, I've already brought out some stuff to the Haunted Forest to kind of set up and put around in different spots, but I'll be setting up a bunch of stuff today and then update you guys on what I did all today after I set it all up. So yeah, let's show you my paper and then I'll get to setting up. All right guys, so here is my list. It is my Halloween props to set up. And yeah, I wrote this yesterday. So basically it's all of the decorations I have, pretty much all of them, except for one thing I forgot to put on here, but that's fine. Everything, every inflatable light, decoration, anything. And some of the little builds, the spider hallway, the Baldfin Skelly, and the garden tent. So everything's on here and everything has a number. So this is a level 1 item, that's a level 2 item, and that's a level 3 item. So we're setting up all the level 1 stuff today, hopefully all of it. There's 13 level 1 items, there's 17 level 2, and about like 7 level 3 items. So we're doing all the level 1s today, hopefully, and then like the level 2s maybe tomorrow and the next day, or maybe we wait and then do those later today. But yeah, here's the list, all the stuff front and back. Very cool and very organized and nice. I also made a layout with the themes. So I made the whole trail that we carved out of the forest, and then I labeled it with all the sections we have, so no themes. So I have all the themes here, and I checked off if we've used them or not. This should be checked, but we haven't set up all of these, but we have them as a spot in the forest. So like this is the skeleton section, the front curve, and then the spider, cornfield, the little garden tent right up here, and then ghost, graveyard, hazardous. All organized, laid out, and easy to see. So I don't know, I like being a visual, I'm a visual person, so visualizing and seeing it, it's just nice to see, and it's less anxiety and less stressful. But yes guys, that is the system I have. We're gonna go back out to the forest, start putting some stuff in the spots they're supposed to be. A lot of the stuff I had in the graveyard was like thrown around, and I'm actually gonna organize it better. So let's get to doing that. All right guys, back out here in the forest. We just did a lot, over 2 hours of stuff I think. But we got all the level 1 decorations set up, and we rearranged a lot of the stuff at the graveyard, set up some more barriers, organized some stuff that we had out here already. So we did a lot, and it's looking really good. Things are starting to come together here in the Haunted Forest. Let's show you guys what we did. All right guys, starting from the skeleton section, not much happened here. We didn't do a lot. There's not a lot that needs done here. There's some more of a simple section. That's just, we're gonna add candles eventually, but that's gonna be like stage 3. We did zip tie some things because they were falling over because of the wind. So we zip tied the skeleton to this like beanstalk thing so it doesn't keep falling backwards. Also this guy, we zip tied his little string up here so he actually like looks at you instead of like just falling backwards. And then this guy, he like kind of fell down because of his branches weren't like attached well, I don't know. So we actually like zip tied his wrist to the branches up here. So he's staying nice and sturdy. But yeah, that's the only things we did in the skeleton section. All right guys, in the spider section, we actually didn't really do anything because spider section is also more simple, but like also, I don't know, like those stuff is a lot in the stage 2, so we'll do that later. And then the hallway and all that, that's like a stage 2/3 thing. So yeah, not a lot there. And then cornfield section, we did a lot. It's starting to come together. I'll show you what we did. So I just put this guy here to kind of greet you in the cornfield section. And then here, we haven't gotten the corn stalks yet. We were trying to go to this one spot to get them. They ended up not having them anymore. So we'll go find them at a different spot. But we're gonna have mostly just corn stalks and some lights in here. So nothing yet. Just a lot of stakes and boring stuff. And then they'll come around here. And then upcoming this way, this big wall. I don't know if I showed you guys in the last video. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But this is a barrier that, well, actually we found it. Somebody was going to throw it away, but we found it. We brought it out here. And it's like a barrier, so they just don't go right through here. They actually get led around. So it's perfect right here. They're going to get led around. And we'll add some decorations, maybe an arrow on it, like spray painted, so it won't look super boring and stupid like that. But then over here, we got a bunch of these Dollar Tree hanging. What the heck? Guys, stop yelling. I'm trying to make a video. All right, anyways, back to this. We got a bunch of these like Dollar Tree hanging pumpkin ghosts, guys. Like 6 of them all over the place. You can see them there, all over, looking nice. And then some of the hay bales I had over there, I said I was gonna move them over here, and we did that. So I kind of spread them out. So over there, one back there. And then, yeah, there's only 3. But then there's old ones like that one and that one from last year, but they look really creepy. And then we have these light up Target jack-o'-lanterns. There's a switch on the bottom and they light up, and they're awesome and a very cool decoration. They sit on like these hay bales, and I had a little cool centerpiece for them. So we have those. This cool, just like guy, he's a staked 3-foot like pumpkin walker. I guess that's what it's called. We got it from Meyer last year. Cool pumpkin piece, and it's just like, it works in this section. It's kind of cool. And then we have this tree guy, but we set that up last video. And then this is a pallet. I had it over there and I didn't really like put it up like well, but I moved it here, and it's like perfect right here. It's a nice wall so they don't go to the right, and I can actually put an actor behind there and get some good jump scares, so that'd be really good. Hay bale, pumpkin, hanging guys, big pumpkin stack, another ghost, and then that's all we do in the cornfield section for now. A lot of stuff done. There wasn't much there already. And then we moved this little pallet right here, kind of blocking this spot off. And then over here in the graveyard, we did a lot as well. Right here, I added some creepy cloth to kind of block like this section where I had the fencing, but nothing to like divide it. So this honestly looks really cool. I kind of had, it was really long, and I just layered it back and forth, and it's a nice fencing. And then we got some random props around here. So we got this cool rat animatronic. He actually like talks and stuff. I don't know if he's on. I don't really want to turn him on, but yeah, he's from like Kroger, and he's pretty cool. Little prop right here. This was already here, but we like put it in a better spot. So it looks a lot better, and it's like where it's actually supposed to be. This cool like skeleton ground breaker. It might not be right here. Maybe it is gonna be. But there's a stake that we like are supposed to put inside of it so it sticks to the ground, but we got to go back and get that because we forgot to bring that out here with it. So we'll do that, but this is probably where it's gonna be, maybe not. But yeah, there's that guy. And then we have these cool gravestone light up stake lights. They're kind of like sideways. They show like kind of creepy, but I think they look cool, and they light up and they're really cool. So that's where they are. And then this skeleton hand guy was already out here, but I put him in a better spot. Same with the statue. It was like there, but they moved it here. And then we have this light up tombstone from Target, and I put that out here today, and it lights up and it's really cool, and that's where it's gonna be. A lot of this stuff, I honestly could spread it out now, but it's an easy thing to do. I'll probably just do that another day, but that's already been out here. And then this is really cool. This guy is an awesome vampire bat looking guy from like Home Depot. His eyes light up and he's got these wings. He's really cool, and he literally like has this string attachment at the top of his head, and I attached him to this branch coming out of the street, and it works perfectly. It's literally perfectly high enough off the ground so it's like standing, and it looks really cool. I might put that hand down because that looks weird, but there he is, really cool. His eyes light up, and that's awesome. This what is it? Coffin. Yeah, that coffin was already here. And then in the hazardous section, a lot of the caution tape is really droopy, as you can tell. We're gonna fix that up later, but honestly, it looks cool and it's fine. We'll fix it, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not an issue. And I think it still looks cool. But we put up some stuff like these Dollar Tree little stakes, the beware and go back signs. They're really cool. And then we got these really cool signs from Meyer, like they're actual metal and really cool detailing. We got a couple of those around here, you'll see. So there's one right here, keep out undead inside. One right here, mutant zombies. One back there. It's a really cool one if you want to read it and pause that video. And then I think, no, that end right there. Yeah, and then also there was some more chains we forgot to put out, so I just put one there and one more hanging from these chains going back and forth. So I'm pretty sure that is all the stuff we did and set up for today. Yeah, that's a lot of the level 1 stuff to do. So yeah, that's how it's looking so far. Guys, though, I will be doing more in tomorrow's video. A lot of the stage 2 stuff, which has some exciting stuff like inflatables, some animatronics, and really cool stuff. So Guys, stay tuned for that. We'll do that tomorrow. See you guys then. What's up, guys? We are back with day 2. I'm walking back to the forest right now. Got some stuff that I'm bringing out. In this bag, we got a bunch of hanging Dollar Tree ghosts I put in my ghost section. And then in this other bag, a bunch of big spiders that I'm gonna put in the spider section on all those like DIY webbing walls I made. So we're gonna get that set up. Yeah, probably get some more other stuff later. But this is what we're starting with. And I'll update you guys after and tell you guys what we end up setting up. Let's get it done. Guys, I just finished setting up all these ghosts in this section. Honestly, I think they look really cool. I love how they look in this section. I used to have the ghost section over there where the hazardous section is right now. And it was good over there, but I don't know. I think this section is honestly better because they're more spread out and not just like down a narrow path. And you like have to walk around them. Like we got some over here, some like in your face here, and then you have to like go past this one and then there's one there and there. I think they look really awesome. And then we're also gonna have an awesome ghost crawler inflatable. I think either here or there, or actually I probably am gonna put him here. It's gonna look best because you're gonna have to like walk at him, and that will be better. So yeah, we're probably gonna put him there. But now we gotta set up these massive spiders in the spider section right there. Let's do it. All right, guys, all the spiders are out of the bag and set up around here. As you can see, we got the first one right here. This is like right at the start of the spider section. They're coming in here. And then we got this guy at this corner of the web, kind of like reaching out at you. He's really cool. And his eyes light up red. That's also really cool. And then we got a little small one hanging from this web right here. Little cool detail. This guy, white and black spider, hanging down here from kind of like where the web is. I really like it. It's like they have to go right under it. I like making all the spiders as interactive as possible and actually like you can see them. And I don't want them just like on the web, just chilling. I want them like doing stuff. Like that one's reaching at you. This one's like coming down at you. And then over here, this guy's like by this web and he's like right here. You have to walk right under him. And he's like literally reaching out and you have to go in between his arms. And then over here, this is the biggest one I have. Actually, not the biggest. The biggest one I have is gonna be on top of this awesome spider tunnel right here. But this guy is another one that you kind of have to like go under, but he's like coming all the way down from up there. And it's really cool effect. Like you have to come under him. And then over here is where the spider tunnel is gonna be. And it's gonna be really awesome. And the massive tarantula I have is gonna be on top of it. It's like 6 feet long. It's crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be really awesome. So now I just set up the 2 things I brought out here. You're gonna have to go back inside and get some more. Let's do it. What's up, guys? We're back out here at the forest and we got some corn stalks right here. I know I've talked about the cornfield section. We're gonna have that corn maze area where they wind in between some corn stalks. And we finally got the corn stalks. They're pretty tall, pretty nice, and they're gonna be great for the cornfield section. So I already have a lot of stakes in the area. I'll attach these corn stalks to, and I'll put some more stakes and attach these corn stalks to those as well. So just gonna make it a nice cornfield section and it's gonna be really cool. So let's get these set up. Guys, just to show you how we're doing this. Basically, we already have a bunch of these stakes out here that I staked in for the open gaps of this cornfield section. And I just grabbed these corn stalks, super tall. They're like really cool. Then we have these zip ties. So I just put the stalk on the stake, zip tie it to the top, and then zip tie it to the bottom so it can't like turn over in the wind. And it's really sick here. And these look awesome. We're gonna add more stakes in this section and then add more stakes around here and then add corn stalks to them. So there's the process. All right, so we just finished putting out a bunch of corn stalks in the cornfield section, but I just want to point out some other things we did. So right here, this section after the skeleton section where they come out back into the like lawn, there was like nothing keeping them from going out here. So we put these stakes here. This is what I was always planning to do. And obviously there's no gap in between, like there's still a gap, but we're gonna put creepy cloth hanging like we kind of did for the graveyard section right there. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be, and that'll be a nice fence way to keep them from going out into the lawn. All right, and then here's the cornfield section. Lots of corn stalks set up. I put this guy down here because I had to put a corn stalk on his fence, but we'll put it back up in a sec. But yeah, we got 4 here, looking nice, covering this area. Some here, they go over here, and then we got some right here. And then I'm probably gonna put an actor right here because like it's a little corner so they can jump out. Perfect spot for that. And then a bunch here, like 6, so it's like a big wall. And then over here, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like put 2 more stakes here and 2 more corn stalks because this is like a little open spot, or maybe 3 corn stalks. But there's still tall weeds here, which is like, it's good, but it's not actual corn stalks, so we'll see. But yeah, that is the corn stalks we did today and set up. I've actually got some stuff I gotta get to today. So I have to go and take a break from this. Maybe later I'll come back and set some more stuff up tonight. But if not, I'm definitely gonna set up some stuff tomorrow. It's Saturday today, Sunday's tomorrow, and I have plenty of time tomorrow for sure. So yeah, If not tonight, we'll also have a bunch tomorrow, so we'll see you guys soon. Guys, we are back at it. It's Sunday, and we're doing some good project stuff, getting some stuff done. And if you haven't already noticed behind me, we got a very big project for the Haunted Forest. So this is the spider hallway that I've talked so much about. And I think I showed you this maybe last video, like just the frame, the wooden frame. It was like on the ground, but we have it tilted up now. And we have just attached the plastic wrap for the walls and stuff on it. And it's really cool. I'll show you what it looks like inside. So guys, we actually just moved this hallway out here in the Haunted Forest. So this is where it's gonna be. I already pointed out, but they come past this spider section around here, and then around into the spider hallway, spider tunnel. And it's awesome, guys. So here's what it looks like down the hallway. Obviously no decorations yet, but it's just got the wooden frame and then the nice plastic walls, black walls, and they're gonna come through here. And we'll have a plastic doorway with the shredded plastic they'll walk through, and then another doorway at the other end. And then they'll be in here, and there'll be like cobwebs all here, hanging spiders. There's gonna be like a cocoon corpse hanging from one wall, and there's gonna be a massive spider on top right here. It's gonna be awesome. So this is the spider hallway, and it's finally out here in the Haunted Forest. All right, so we're still out in the forest. I got some lanterns here. There's not many right now because I've already put a lot up. So I'm here, some more right here. Oh shoot, something just fell over there. I'll pick that up. And yeah, I set them all around. You can kind of see them in the background. They're gonna be in this cornfield section and a little bit of this section right here. I'm trying to figure out what's gonna be in here. It's like an open spot, right out of the spider section. Or no, it's out of the cornfield maze. So we're trying to figure out what to put here. It might be like more of a dead spot. So it's like chill, just maybe some of these lanterns around, and then they go into the cornfield section. So yeah, it's gonna be cool, but setting up lanterns right now. Let's set the rest of them up and get it done. All right guys, so I'm out here in the Haunted Forest. I honestly don't know when I last updated you guys. It's been like a day or two, I think. I've just done a lot because I'm kind of on crunch time mode, getting as much stuff done because I'm actually have people run through the Haunted Forest tonight. Today's Tuesday, and I'm having people go through it, and we're trick-or-treating on Thursday. It might change to Friday because it's probably gonna rain on Thursday, so they'll change it hopefully. But yeah, so we're having people go through it tonight to kind of do a test run through, and we're doing like a party, so like we're just having people come back here. So I'm trying to get as much stuff done as I can, and I'll kind of update you guys and show you some of the stuff I put up. And yeah, there's a lot, so I'll show you guys around. All right, so we're gonna start from the front. So in here, we haven't done much except we've added cool lighting, which are these flame candles. They're hanging, floating, flaming candles, and they go on at night automatically with the timer. So I have these around here. It's like an eerie glow. I usually have them like close to skeletons so they can like illuminate the skeletons a little bit. So I have one here. I have one here hanging in the middle, one over there, and then one in this guy's rib cage, which I think is really cool because it was like, it's gonna glow in there. But I also have some lanterns I'm gonna put around here. I'm gonna put one right there, maybe like one hanging here, one hanging over there. And then I have some other lanterns I'm gonna put over here. I think I showed this. Yeah, I put the stakes here. I didn't show me adding the creepy cloth though. So yeah, I added creepy cloth, and now there's actually a barrier so they don't go out into the lawn. Then they're gonna come back here into the spider section. I showed you guys me adding the spiders, but now I've added these light up hanging egg sacs, and they light up and they're cool, and they add some light to this area. I also might get another light, like a spotlight, put it here so it shines all along here. So I probably will do that, we'll see. And then we have another egg sac up here, egg sac right here, and then an egg sac right here. So those are all the egg sacs. And then the tent, or not the tent, the hallway, I've just now, literally just now, added some cobwebs on the walls. So I have the cobwebs. I'm gonna put the giant spider up here. We'll put the hanging cocoon corpse maybe like right up here on the wall. And then some like more cobwebs hanging down from the ceilings and spiders. So this area is gonna be insanely awesome. And then the corn stalks, I showed you me putting these up. I moved this guy here because he was over there. I just moved him here because I thought it'd be a better spot. Some of the corn stalks have blown over. Honestly, it's fine. You can kind of like put them up and like set them against other corn stalks, and it works. It's all right. And this one's like sideways, but you know, it adds more barrier. It's all right. So yeah, we got the cornfield section. Also, I added some lighting in this area. Up there is a floodlight, and it shines some red light on this area, and it looks really, really cool at night. This area looks super freaky. So then over here, we have some cool stuff. I already showed you me adding the lanterns, I think. Yeah, I did. So then we have this pumpkin stack inflatable. He's inflatable, he's deflated right now, but you can see the face is just like a creepy pumpkin stack. that is a light up inflatable. And then we have these string strobed pumpkin jack-o'-lantern face lights or whatever. They're from Spirit Halloween and they turn on a strobe. And then I'm gonna put some creepy cloth on this too to make it look not super weird. But yeah, here's a board. It's a little better because it's got some lights and I'll add some other stuff. I've already showed you me adding all this stuff. I'm gonna move that palette so it's not gonna be there. And then we have Hank, who is the nickname for this guy, but he's just a massive like pumpkin guy with hands and a face and really cool. And his head has like this red like spinny glow in it and it's really cool. So there's Hank. And also in this section, I have this Spirit Fire and Ice light, and it shoots like some red fiery light along this area to make it look nice and red, and that is really cool. Then over here, this area is unfortunately not going to be the tent anymore because we don't have enough time to do the tent and all that stuff like today. We kind of scrapped that idea, and now I added these cool ghosts. They actually light up. They're from Meyer, and it's kind of eerie because it adds like a creepy glow to this area. And then I have these other ghosts, obviously. So this is like the ghost section, but I do have this cool guy. He's hanging here. He usually shakes, but I think his battery's dead, and I don't really want to replace it because honestly, he doesn't activate that much. But yeah, he's a creepy little pumpkin guy. So that's the last thing for the cornfield section. And over here, we have another inflatable. This is a ghost crawler. So he inflates and he's like crawling on the ground and he lights up and stuff. He's really cool. Over here, I added this spotlight onto this guy that I just added, which is really cool. He's like a creepy skeleton like crawling at them, and I have a green light shining on him, so he looks super cool. Graveyard, it looks so cool at night. I added this blue floodlight and it shines along here, and it adds like a shadowy effect because they're walking past it, so it's like a bunch of shadows. I actually sorted the bones around the area finally. I had some other stuff like a rat. I don't think I showed you that. This guy, Groundbreaker. Some other cool stuff, but yeah, pretty much the same other than the lights, and I sorted the bones. And then we have some new signs in this section. I'm pretty sure I showed you this. Yeah, signs. We have signs here. This section, like the chains are coming down, so I'm gonna move this back so it tightens this up and move the chains higher, so that'll be easy fix. But yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff that's been done. I have a lot of stuff to do still, like adding strobe lights in this section, some other spotlights, and a couple more decorations, finishing the spider tunnel. And I'm gonna start doing some more of that right now. Just get it done. Guys, look what I just brought out here. This absolute monster of a spider. I put him up here with his legs stretched all along the top of the hallway, and he is awesome. So like from the side, you can kind of tell he's like this, leaning over, leaning down right here. We got like 4 legs down here and then like a little gap in the middle so you can walk right through. But oh my gosh, he's so cool. And his eyes light up. Right there, you can kind of see LEDs on the eyes, and I can switch that on at night. But yeah, there he is, set up on the top of the hallway. And yeah, I'm gonna bring the cocoon corpse out here and more cobwebs. But this is sick. I love this hallway. Gonna be super freaky. The cocoon corpse is set up. Brought him out, and there's a little hanging thingy on the top of his head. I just staple gunned it to the top, and now he's hanging and against this wall. Looks really creepy. And there's gonna be a strobe light in here. I'm gonna attach it like up here, and it's gonna flash, and it's gonna be aiming on this guy and this whole section. All we have to do now is get some spider webs hanging down from the top and some spiders on them, and then this area is done. Also, I have an animatronic dropping spider. I'm gonna put it like maybe on this wall or this wall somewhere. That'll also be cool in this section. So yeah, almost done with this section. It's coming along. All right, guys, so it is the next day. Last night I had a bunch of people go through it like I said I was going to. I had about 30 people, maybe 35. They all came through the haunted forest, and it was a big success. It was really awesome. The wind and rain like never came, or actually it wasn't gonna rain yesterday, but it was a little windy at the like evening, and then it kind of went away, and then everybody went through and it was perfect. Everything held up, and it still is holding up. It rained a little bit today, and it's a little windy, but it's not bad. But everything's still holding up fine. So that is great. But yeah, I think everything that I showed you guys, like I didn't add anything else, except actually there's a few things, and I'll show you. And then I'm gonna end this video, the part 3 build video, because we've gotten a lot done. But yeah, there's a couple things I'm gonna show you that I added, and then we're gonna wrap this video up. One of the things is these floating skull candles in the graveyard. So I have a couple, 6 in total around here. One here, one over there, one there, one there, there. Yeah, that's all 6 of them. They light up, their eyes and the top of their head light up, and they're really cool, awesome for this graveyard. And when people came through this section last night, they said this was their favorite section. A lot of people, not everybody obviously, but a lot of people said the graveyard was their favorite section, and I think it is. Like, it's just awesome. I added these little tea light candles. I think I mentioned I was gonna, but I never showed you guys me doing it. But yeah, there's a couple of them around here, some there, all over the place, and those are just a nice, cool accent lighting piece. I also added some more bones that I found that I forgot I had. And yeah, so that's it for the graveyard. And then I also put this barfing skeleton guy out here. I made a little build video on this guy, so you guys can check that out. But yeah, he's out here, and he's such a cool piece. Shoots like water out through this tube into this bucket, and there's like hazardous like ooze coming out of it, and it's really awesome. And I also added some other lighting stuff, like this strobe light right here in this section. There's a fog machine right down here, you can kind of see it. So that's like fog in the hazardous section. There's also another fog machine right over there for the graveyard. The graveyard obviously needs some fog. And then yeah, I think some little accent lighting pieces in some other spots, but those aren't really like necessary to show. But yeah, that's all the stuff I added, and it was a big success last night. And we're trick-or-treating tomorrow night, Thursday. Hopefully. It might rain, but it might not, and if it doesn't, we're gonna do it that day. If it rains, we're probably gonna change it to Friday, and it's gonna be nice on Friday. So I'd rather have them change it to Friday, but we'll see. Whatever happens, we're gonna have a bunch of people come through this, and it's gonna be really awesome. So yes, this is my haunt build video number 3, and this is my last build video because there's nothing really much more to add. So yeah, it was awesome. This forest this year is definitely my best I've ever done it. This is my 4th year of doing it, and yeah, definitely my best year so far. I love it, and it's definitely my longest and most decorated. So big success. Excited for the upcoming people who are going to come through it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, maybe subscribe for some more future videos, and stay tuned for next year's haunted build series. That'll come sooner than you think, guys, and I have big plans for that, but I'll show you guys next year when that happens. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.